Look, that's what happens when we spend so much time reading shit out loud. This would be, like, for example, significantly shorter if it was my reading speed, for example. Look,
Estelle, are you in there?
Joshua?
Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin.
Joshua, I think you meant to say Brazil chicken. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat?
Alright, we'll make sure to come down before your food gets cold.
The Wheel of Fortune card. Again, something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle?
You said to go ahead and eat without her. You didn't seem to have an appetite.
I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would.
Not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she was with her father.
I agree.
So what do you think about all this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident?
To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class priester. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it will be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing.
In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right?
Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry if I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit.
Aren't you two
Aren't you
having it?
two having any? This is great. The Brazil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua.
Well, thanks.
Come on, Shara. Don't you just sit there too? Don't you want to drink some of my Dan's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Neuron activation.
Shara, what do you think you're doing?
Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Oh, right. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers.
Underwear?
Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is you intend to head to Rose to find your father. Well, duh! That's a no-brainer! Well, I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck. Waiting around just does not suit me, so I'm gonna have to go check things out for myself.
You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but
What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you are coming along too, right?
of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. Seems like the only way to Bose is on foot.
Walk to Bussy, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit there when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Anya and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara,
We really appreciate this, Chera.
they really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well. Since Chair is around for the ride now, I feel a bit more confident.
We appreciate you coming along with us.
Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina. Disappearance of the Linde. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Chizzer taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. I really appreciate this, Ina. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. Should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Ah, don't worry. If things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Gransel branch. By the way, Charizard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you're going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? It'll be done in a minute.
Understood.
Uh, Shara? If we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it! Come on, Joshua.
Uh, sure. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Rolent's people from this.
Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Cher shows up?
You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind.
Okay, come on. Morning air is so refreshing. Hey, look, Joshua. We can see the house from here.
You're right. I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place.
I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died.
What?
10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free, after the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her.
Estelle.
But today's okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him.
Of course it is. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him. There's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you. You can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too.
Joshua.
No, I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side, as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So,
Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't see things like that so lightly.
what do you mean?
If I were any other girl, I would have misinterpreted your intentions right now. You are seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried.
Well, excuse me, princess. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you?
Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now.
I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable.
Don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Cher is waiting for us.
You're probably right.
Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aww. The two of you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why? My cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it.
You weren't spying on us, were you?
Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an orbital camera to get the shot of that view.
Come on.
What are you trying to say, Chera? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after a third bottle of wine.
Let's not get into that.
What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lana while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lana's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little bit too much credit.
Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara?
Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time.
Oop.
Yeah, a troupe is a traveling circus. There, I was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Roland with the circus. 12 years ago, to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of the chance encounter when I became a bracer, I trained under your father.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get the chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we may need to make our way to the Verte Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region.
Bridge located at the west end of Milch Main Road.
Well, looks like we're all set, so let's go.
We're not all set.
We need to do Zephyr
Which way is west?
left. Come on, bro.
Do we run around looking for that golden goose?
Absolutely no.
Oh! Speak of the devil!
Well,
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Piece of cake.
completely cheated. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua too.
Hello, Mr. Ashton.
And this is Charizard, if I remember correctly, right?
Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over into the Bose region, so we were wondering about getting a pass.
Let me guess, this is something to do with that Lindad, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Goodness, Cassius was aboard? This is major! I'll issue you a pass right away. Gate pass.
Thank you, sir. But is it alright if you issue us a pass just like this?
What are you talking about? I know you kids by face. As a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one other thing.
Huh?
Be careful if you have any errands. At the Haken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities as bracers there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can't say any more about that matter. But if you do intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. I pray to Adios for Cassius's safe return. Adios, amigos. Hello there, are you headed for Bose?
We are, but how did you know we weren't just visiting again?
Well, a number of people like yourselves have to be passing through lately. Especially more than usual. Is that because flights have been suspended in the airspace over Bose? That's exactly what happened. You wouldn't believe how busy this place is because of it.
Well, the Royal Army is responsible for all restricted flights, so you're really not in a position to complain.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Oh, and another thing. Traffic through this checkpoint is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you'll have to get a pass from the chief warrant officer next door.
Oh well, we've already got one.
Well, aren't you guys prepared? Okay then, how about I open the gate for you? Hey, Donnie! Open the gate! Alright, you're clear to go through. I'm going on through. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross.
Got it.
New enemy.
Charizard sure is a specimen.
New enemy.
Mushroom snake. What's that heading this way? Watch out! He's forklift certified!
Well, if it isn't Charizard, how have you been?
Fine. I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to?
As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure that you've heard all about the airlines being grounded after the Linde incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all the cargo to the Royal City by ground transport.
I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated.
So how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident.
That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of?
Well, I think it would be best if you spoke with Legrand about it at the Bose branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later. What do they have against bracers?
First Mr. Ashton, and now him. Everyone keeps hinting at something, but no one will just come out and say it. I wonder what's up.
Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find our answer at the Bose branch.
Agreed. And if we do as he suggests and ask Lugren about it, we might just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving.
What the fuck? That one was aggressive.
Smack. We finally made it here. This is the commercial city of Bose, which sits at the heart of the Bose region. Well, why has the game started to lag for no reason for a little bit?
Probably because it's loading the whole map? I don't know.
This definitely looks like a city. Yeah, you can see it in the text,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Of the 5 major cities in Liberal, this one comes next after the Royal City. Compared to Rolent, the buildings are all made of stone and seem a lot bigger.
Does anyone have any idea what that huge building is over there? That's the Bose Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sun-dried goods, furniture, books, and so on. You can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments. Not surprising they call this place a commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for shopping.
Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident.
Alright. Just so you know, the Bracer Guild is just right over there.
I appreciate you coming all the way from Rolent.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Legrand? Did someone tell you that we're coming ahead of time?
Yes, I received a call from Aina not that long ago. So that means these two kids with you are Cassius's children?
Yes, that's right. It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm still Bright.
And I'm Joshua Bright. A pleasure to make you acquainted. I'm Lugran, and I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go way back. Please just call me Lugran.
Sure, we'll do that. That said, could you give us a quick update on the missing airline incident?
Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates of the situation have been made. And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either.
For real? Why not? Aren't the Army and the Guild supposed to be cooperating together? Well, that's the way it is on the surface, anyway. But in actuality, there is a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects.
So pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition to General Morgan has gotten involved.
Did you just say General Morgan? Great. Now it really looks like they're going to be a pain in the ass. General Morgan? Who's that?
He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books.
Amazingly enough, I don't recall the name. So what's the big deal with this guy anyway? From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact. It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild. Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general?
That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that the bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating. And because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work.
That's the way it's gonna be. Then it's time to duel it out with this general to decide who gets to investigate the incident.
You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle. You're cool, Bracer. There are other ways, such as the request we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild side.
Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our investigation. I see. Well, if isn't this perfect timing? Legrand will accept the mayor's request.
That sounds fine by me. But before you go, two are junior bracers, right?
Yeah. Why?
Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training, registered at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. And right now, for you two, that would be Rolent.
So, what you're trying to say is that...
We have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right? You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration.
Sure.
Our names go here and here. Looks like everything is in order. Junior braces, Estelle, and Joshua. As of this day, at 15:20, your registration at the Bose branch has been approved. This means that you are now members of the Bose branch.
So you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well.
Understood.
So pretty much we're still newbies.
But, well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. Mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly.
We'll do that.
Understood. Do we do the side quests or do we go to the...
Yeah, let's do the sides first. See now.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Owie. You're fine.
I am now. What the fuck is that? What's your chicken's name?
Boiled
Egger
Egg
G. That's a good name. Uh-oh. Thank God for your range. You enemy. That's a lot of lifesteal.
So this is Revenue Village, huh? This sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard that there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north.
You seem to know a lot about this place. You've been here before.
Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airline. Why? An airliner would have been so much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention just won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. Pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. It might be a good idea for you to take on that challenge if you have some time.